the dark, messages moving without a spark. No voices breaking cover tonight, just pulses running out of sight. Bridge node humming on my chest, signal moving east to west. Watch face flickers once then fades, another update through the haze. No wasted words, no radios, just silent currents only we know. Tap it through the network, let the message run through the wire in darkness till the mission's done. Every pulse means something, every pattern speaks 1,000 conversations no one else can hear. Dot dash send, the signal flies silent as the stars across the night. Scope fixed on a distant road, watching where the convoy goes. Thumb rests underneath the rail, one short press and the message sails. No movement from the firing point, no need to break the sight. The rifle carries more than rounds, it keeps the whole team tight. No shouting names, no battle cries, just trusted hands and watchful eyes. Tap it through the network, let the message run through the wire in darkness till the mission's done. Every pulse means something, every pattern speaks 1,000 conversations no one else can hear. Dot dash send, the signal flies silent as the stars across the night. To our shoulder to spine, make breakouts splitting every line. Left and right, the signals flow, warnings only operators know. Radio voices become written light, turning spoken words into sight. When the battlefield falls quiet, the network never dies. Run across every team beneath the setting sun. No matter where we stand, no matter where we roam, a vibration in the dark always guides us home. Dot dash send, the message flies silent as the stars above the midnight sky. One system, one signal, one team, one line moving through the darkness without a single sound. rings across the steel, final checks and buckled seals. Engines drone beneath our feet, counting down the moment we leave. Maps are folded, weapons tight, faces painted red tonight. Every heartbeat moving slow toward the dark we're meant to know. Under red light, hold the line. Let your eyes become the night. When the ramp falls, when we fly, see the shadows read the sky. Under red light, calm and still, preparing sight before the kill, before the earth and sky divide. We carry the darkness inside. Crimson washes through the bay, keeping brighter light away, training eyes to catch the shape of every ridge and every break. Silent signals, quiet hands, tracing routes through distant lands. Every soldier understands, night can turn with no commands. Soon the door will open wide, cold air rushing from outside. Black horizons, hidden ground, nothing clear and little sound. But the eyes have learned to see through the dark where threats may be, finding movement, finding form, long before the coming storm. Under red light, hold the line. Let your eyes become the night. When the ramp falls, when we fly, see the shadows read the sky. Under red light, calm and still, preparing sight before the kill, before the earth and sky divide. We carry the darkness inside. One last glow before it's gone, one last calm before the storm. Red reflections on the steel, hiding nothing, showing real. Then the darkness takes its place, wind and silence, open space. What looked black a moment ago now becomes the path we know. Now the red begins to fade, time to cash the debt it's paid. Every lesson in that glow follows where the operators go. Boots of dirt and senses wake, reading every path and break what seemed empty from above. Now reveals the world in the red light. Hold the light. Let your eyes become the night. When the ramp falls, when we fly, see the shadows read the sky. Under red light, calm and still, preparing sight before the kill, before the earth and sky divide. We carry the darkness inside. Before the satellites above before the screens that fill the sky. A simple code of dots and dashes carried words through space and time. A dot is short, a dash is longer, every letter built from two simple patterns joined together, turning silence into truth. Dot and dash, short and long, building every word from one simple song. Line by line and beat by beat, turning silence into speech. Dot and dash, near and far, crossing oceans, crossing stars. Two simple signals all along, building every word from one simple song. E's one dot and T's one dash, A is dot dash side by side, N is dash dot heading back. Simple lessons built with time, every pattern holds a meaning, every pause can change a phrase. What looks random to a stranger forms a language when it stays. Now it's not a brass key tapping, not a wire across the seas. A rugged watch upon my wrist, sending signals silently. Short vibration, long vibration, pulses running through my sleeve. Every message felt, not spoken, every order I receive. Dot and dash, short and long, building every word from one simple song. Line by line and beat by beat, turning silence into speech. Dot and dash, near and far, crossing oceans, crossing stars. Two simple signals all along, building every word from one simple song. Three dots calling, three dashes warning, three more dots against the night. SOS, unchanged by decades, still survives because it works. Different tools and different battles, same old language underneath. Voices chatter on the radios, static fills the evening air, but a pulse against my wrist can carry everything I need to hear. From telegraph to modern battlefield, one idea refused to fade. A language built from time itself, still alive today. Dot and dash, short and long, building every word from one simple song. Across the years and through the fight, a pulse still cuts through every night. Dot and dash, hand to hand, silent messages still stand. From the wire to what I wear, the code is still alive in there. Twin rotor system stretch, nose to tail line. No tail rotor wasting output, keeping torque confined. Front spins left while the rear spins right. Counter rotation, balancing rotational fight. Torque can't Axles torque through opposing blade force. Power stays focused where the aircraft needs course. Lift split longitudinal across the frame. Different architecture, same physics game. Same physics game. Same physics game. Collective lever climbs, blade pitch climbs. Two-angle of attack shifts what the airflow's forced through. More pitch, more drag, more lift gets made. More engine demand running straight through the blade. All blades move equal through the rotor sweep. Full disc changing bite through the air it keeps. Push more air downward, aircraft moves high. Nothing mystical, just pressure rearranged through sky. Rotors overhead chewing atmosphere thin. Blade roots loaded hard where the stresses begin. Steel, titanium, composite fighting strain. Controlled violence turning turbulence tame. Wash plate translating pilot hands to spin. Mechanical language spoken through rotor skin. People hear noise, I hear systems engage. It's written mathematically across a rotating cage. Rotating cage. Cyclic input tilts the rotor disc plane. Changes lift distribution through the turning blade domain. One side bites harder, opposite side less. Uneven lift generation driving aircraft progress. Forward cyclic tips the rotor thrust ahead. Rearward pulls it back through aerodynamic spread. Roll comes sideways through lateral control. Direction built from changing where lift loads the whole. Yeah! Swash plate assembly doing ugly hidden work. Stationary pick translating movement into rotor jerk. Rotating plate follows locked beneath the mass. Control inputs climb upward spinning fast. Push rods riding upward through the hub design. Changing blade pitch individually through rotational time. Mechanical precision under monstrous load. Tiny movements deciding where 40,000 pounds go. Where 40,000 pounds go. That's design. Coning under lift load keeps the forces aligned. Flapping hinges managing asymmetry spread. Because advancing and retreating blades don't fly equally overhead. Phase lag, shift response 90 degrees delayed. Input here, effect appears later in the blade. Rotor systems don't react where instinct says they should. You learn rotor mechanics, misunderstand them for good. Rotors overhead chewing atmosphere thin. Blade roots loaded hard where the stresses begin. Steel, titanium, composite fighting strain. Controlled violence turning turbulence tame. Wash plate translating pilot hands to spin. Mechanical language spoken through rotor skin. People hear noise, I hear systems engage. Lift written mathematically across a rotating cage. Rotating cage. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. 47 rotors time through transmission phase. Front and rear discs separated precise through mechanical ways. Synchronization matters down to engineered trust. Mistime those arcs and aluminum becomes dust. Drive shafts linking power through the aircraft spine. Rotor timing held exact beneath operational grind. Two massive discs sharing air through the climb. Thousands of horsepower agreeing perfectly in time. Twin rotor layout, cutting weight from the frame. No tail rotor hanging off, bleeding power for aim. Counter-rotating discs keep the torque controlled. Lift split front to rear through the transmission fold. Blade pitch changes through hydraulic command. Collective rises more by taken from the air mass span. Cyclic trims attitude through the rotor plane. Machine doesn't fly, it negotiates with drag, thrust, lift and strain. Turboshaft engines feeding horsepower through steel. Transmission takes violence and teaches it to feel. Drive shafts running overhead, linking front and aft. One engine drops, the system still keeps enough lift. Crafted gearboxes whining underneath operational load. Fuel becomes movement through controlled combustion flow. RPM held stable, rotor speed maintained, because inconsistent rotor energy gets people made. 47 built around moving mass. Hydraulics, turbines, aluminum wrapped in glass. Nothing elegant about the way the system runs, just engineering stubborn enough to outlast guns. Twin rotors overhead turning, lift into fact. Every subsystem working so the aircraft reacts. People see helicopter, I see mechanical trust. Thousands of moving parts agreeing not to rust. Wide-body fuselage built to carry weight. Internal load space organized around operational fate. Center of gravity balanced through placement and mass. Loaded wrong. Watch handling deteriorate fast. Lift isn't magic sitting hidden in the skin. It's rotor wash redirected through controlled blade trim. Air pushed downward, aircraft pushed high. Physics doesn't care how confident you sound on comes tonight. Hydraulic systems backing pilot input flow. Control surfaces translate where crews need the bird to go. Pedal cyclic, collective working linked. Tiny corrections keeping bad outcomes extinct. Hover controls a conversation fought in real time. Wind shear, terrain effects, density, altitude climb. Aircraft never stops needing active correction. Stable flights basically manage imperfection. Rear ram dropping through hydraulic power lines. Loading sequence time through operational design. Pallets, vehicles, casualties, bodies, gear. Aircraft doesn't judge what gets carried in here. Tie down points, locking cargo into place. Movement inside, flight shifts, balance through the space. Crew chiefs watch distribution like religion wrapped in steel, because airborne instability system working so the aircraft reacts. People see helicopter, I see mechanical trust. Thousands of moving parts agreeing not to rust. Panels open wide, maintenance crews inside, torque specs, hydraulic checks, systems verify. Aircraft survive because technicians obsess. Every missing tolerance becomes operational stress. Filters, lines, bearings, fluid pressure red. Preventative maintenance feeding mission need. Trey 47 still flying after decades hard used, because reliability's engineered.